Hello, Grasslands teachers. To support your math planning and prep as we get ready to transition into a new curriculum, Grasslands is in a partnership with Pearson to help you learn about a resource called Mathology, as well as their supplementary resource Matific. So last week, all of our junior high math teachers were a part of a Mathology in-service, and you would have noticed or will notice there is a blue book being delivered to you that is called the Pearson Canada Mathematics Learning Progression 4 to 9. So really quickly, that book is meant to supplement your work and help you identify when students are either not able to achieve the concept or outcome that you are currently teaching, or if they've already mastered it, what that student needs next. So here's a digital copy of that mathematics learning progression that you would have or will be receiving. And so on the left here, you can see it says number, ignore the 4 to 6. You have received the 4 to 9 copies. When you're working, let's say your conceptual thread is developing conceptual meaning of operations. One thing to keep in mind is that these progressions are based on research on what is the order the human brain goes through in acquiring mastery of the various concepts. So this is not a resource that is going to be specific to curriculum. This is a resource that is specific to learning. So regardless of where you are at in your curriculum or which curriculum we are working on, this is going to apply to all students in their learnings. So if you find, let's say a student, you can read this. If a student is here, great. This is the next step that that student requires within that concept. Let's say if this is a concept that you are working on with your students, so understands and explains the effect of multiplying and dividing decimal numbers by powers of 10 less than 0. So for example, 0.1, 0.001, etc. And you're like, wow, this student is not able to demonstrate this. They're really struggling. What you can do as a teacher is go back a step and determine whether or not the student is able to demonstrate understanding in the step that they actually need to master before they can even do what it is you're teaching. Or in the other way, if a student has mastered this and now they're bored in your class, the next developmental step in this conceptual thread is going to be listed to the left or the right. So this is going to apply for all curriculum, regardless of where you are at. All mathematics teachers, grades 7, 8, 9, should have received or will be receiving today a copy of this book. If you have not received it by tomorrow, please email Crystal Atkinson and I will get you another copy. So to connect that into the Mathology PL that you were a part of on Friday, you're going to log into your Mathology, which everybody should know how to do now. Let's say I'm just randomly picking one. We're going to look at grade 8. Yeah, number looks good. Let's click on this. When you look at this lesson, you can scroll to the bottom, and here is your big idea and conceptual thread here. The box that is highlighted, that is what this lesson focuses on. Again, if a student is not able to demonstrate understanding, if they're struggling with this, you're going to actually go back a step and ensure that the student is able to do this, because if they can't do this, this is the next step. If you find the student is able to do this and maybe they're getting chatty, maybe they're getting spicy in class, they might be bored, this is how you then extend their learning to the next step. And typically you can go backwards, you can go forwards to whatever you need to support your students. So if you have any questions, please reach out and I will help you with that. I just wanted you to know that is the resource that you are seeing in your mailboxes, and we'll be referring to it this year with our partnership with Pearson and Mathology.